the agony of a population living in constant fear of an imminent deluge downstream an aging dam. Water is a vital element that sustains life on this planet Earth. Our ancestors developed reservoirs to store vast amounts of water to support civilization. The structures erected for the purpose are called dams. Over the years, the size and shapes of dams have undergone tremendous dimensions, and their purpose diversified significantly, so as to include power generation. But are we asking too much for nature and making the most beneficial discovery of all times the most potent water bombs? The mighty Western Ghats guarding Kerala, the southernmost state of the Indian peninsula. It is the womb of 44 rivers, including Periyar, the longest river of Kerala. It is across this river the ever 100-years-old ailing Mullaperiyar Dam is haplessly awaiting its inevitable destiny. An imminent deluge which may spell the doom of an estimated 2.5 million inhabitants downstream. And what is more alarming is that its days are numbered, and the nightmare may turn to a reality at any time. Not only the local population downstream, but a host of cities and townships, along with all their progress, are in peril in the event the inevitable happens. The story of Mullaperiyar Dam dates back to 1895, when it was constructed across the river Periyar in crude lime surki mortar, at a time when dam engineering was in its infancy. The main dam has a length of 366 meters and a top width of 3.66 meters, base thickness of 44.2 meters. The height of the dam from the deepest foundation is 53.64 meters. The gross capacity of the reservoir is 15.662 TMC. The 244-kilometer long Periyar is abundant with 435 TMC of fresh water per year. It originates from Shivagiri in the Western Ghats at an elevation of 2,400 meters from sea level, and joins the Mullaperiyar downstream at an elevation of 850 meters. It is at this elevated juncture the Mullaperiyar Dam has been built for the noble cause of catering to the irrigational needs of the neighboring state of Tamil Nadu under a 999-year lease agreement. It may be noted that the agreement was entered into by the then Maharaja of erstwhile Travancore, His Highness Sri Vishakam Thirunal, with the then Madras government as much as 61 years prior to India got independent from the British, and that too for 999 years, a duration unheard in the history and unfair by any standards. In fact, it was a benevolent agreement between the two states. The agro producers from the land irrigated by this water have been serving the food needs of Kerala in a significant manner for years. A carelessly entered subsequent agreement by the two states allowed Tamil Nadu to generate electricity using the waters of Mullaperiyar. However, the fact is that the total economic advantage for Tamil Nadu is stated to be as much as rupees 7,250 million from agriculture and power generation per year, as compared to the meager annual income of rupees 1.03 million for Kerala by way of lease rent and fee, while risking the lives of 2.5 million people. Greed is just human. But what happened in the case of this dam is that it was stretched beyond limits, and no one is bothered about the fact that the dam was aging and weakening by the passage of time. So far, so good. But it's like milking a cow beyond its age and productivity. The structural weakness of this dam, which has outlived its lifespan by several years, was evident from its very inception. Even the British engineer Penny Cuick, who designed the Mullaperiyar Dam, had guaranteed only 50 years lifespan for it. It is true that there are more than 120 large dams that exist in India today, which are more than 100 years old. But the grim reality is that all these dams which have outlived their lifespan are equally prone to failures at any time, according to the experts. It is estimated that 85% of all large dams, numbering about 40,000 all over the world, would have passed their projected lifespans by 2020, with the majority in the US and China. And here is a dam which is 100 years old, leaking from head to tail. Built of lime surki concrete, a very inferior concrete, constitutes almost 2/3 of the dam's core. This concrete, categorized as M5, is much lower in strength compared to M30, being used for major dam constructions, like that of the Idukki Arch Dam downstream Mullaperiyar. M30 concrete has almost 6 times the strength of lime surki concrete used in Mullaperiyar Dam. Over the years, the strength of the surki concrete has further come down to the continuous leaching of lime from the dam's core. The downstream deteriorated condition of the dam was exposed when the water level went to 109 feet. No repairs can be done below this level, since there is always water below this level since 1895. Even though 2 attempts of grouting were attempted in 1930s and 1960s, it was not able to completely fill the cavities formed due to the leaching of lime. Cosmetic patchworks being done on the body of this ailing dam would not make it safer or stronger, because the ailments of this old dam are inherent and deep-rooted. Some specific defects of the constructions include earthquake and uplift forces were not considered in the design of the dam. No drilling and grouting were done to strengthen the foundation of the dam.